Well, I got 2 minutes, right? Hey, this Russell of Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it every Monday through Friday. It's my daily check-in. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope the weekend was good. Was the weekend good? I'm sure it was. Weather was actually pretty decent this weekend, at least here in LA. Wasn't overly wasn't overly hot. I mean, we got a little some cloud cover just like this morning, a little cloud cover, but I think I got probably got in the I don't know. I'm gonna say the high 70s, at least where I am, high 70s. So it still had a little breeze going on, but maybe there's a break in action, right? So, but anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I think I said that already. And today is Monday. Did I say it's Monday, August 14th? Happy Moon Day. You know how some people are like, oh God, I had a great weekend. Now I gotta go to work, and they're moaning and groaning. There's something to say about Monday though. Hit the ground running. Excited for another week. The possibilities are endless on a Monday. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what's gonna happen by Friday. A lot of stuff could happen by Friday. It can be good. It can be bad. I don't know. But you know what? Mondays are not bad days. You know what I mean? At least not for me. I don't think so. But hold on one second. Someone is sending me a message here. Let me see what they're saying. I don't know what that is. Okay, somebody send me a sandwich online. Aaron Sutherland watching live from LA. Thank you so much, Aaron. Let me put your comment on there. Thank you so much. Right on cue, Aaron. So you guys just like Aaron Sutherland made a comment, his comment is now on the screen. I mean, feel free to make your comments as well. They are welcome. Encouragement is good. Encouragement, not encouragement. I'm sorry. Engagement. Encouragement. Well, I'm encouraging you to make comments. Engagement is good. Feedback, all that stuff. We welcome that here on the Daily Check-In with Russell of Hotels. So thank you so much, Mr. Aaron Sutherland. He's watching in LA. Appreciate you. I'm live from LA, so thank you so much. A fellow Angelino there. Appreciate it. But let's see, what was I saying? So okay, I do these lives every Monday through Friday. I'm Russell of Hotels. I'm all about hospitality, the good, the bad, the ugly of hospitality. I do hotel site selection, which means I assist companies, organizations, individuals with finding that right hotel for their group. 10 rooms or more is considered a group. I also do hotel consulting. I mean, that can be in the realm of content creating for hotels. This is creating content. Okay, so I create content for myself as well as for hotels. So as you can see in the backdrop here, this is the Garland Hotel. So it's actually creating content for the Garland Hotel as well. So the Garland Hotel is located in North Hollywood, which is north of Los Angeles, on the other side of the hill. So North Hollywood, the north side of Hollywood, right? So it's on the other side of the hill, which kind of separates the valley from LA. So people say, oh, were you a valley girl? Well, no, North Hollywood is in the valley, okay? And it gets hotter in the valley than it does anywhere else, just so you know. So it's near, I'll give you a point of reference, not too far from Universal Studios, not too far from Universal City, Studio City, Sherman Oaks, Burbank. It's right in that area, not too far from Glendale as well. So it is in a valley, but it's not too far from Universal Studios. So I would say it's probably the nearest independent boutique hotel to Universal Studios. And it's not an overly big hotel, which means you can get in and out. Some of the hotels in that area are branded and they're larger, hotels where it takes a little time to get out. But the Garland Hotel, the full name of the Garland Hotel is the Beverly Garland Hotel. Very nice boutique. They have a very nice restaurant called the Front Yard also. So I always recommend that hotel. Had some groups stay there. In fact, I had a group for the Grammys that was here last February. Yeah, so they were there last February. So I use it as often as I can. I use this hotel. I always make sure I include independent hotels for my clients as well. So I see Miss Robin Coleman. Robin Coleman says, "Happy Monday, Rockstar. Pull up, let's build." Yes, ma'am. Yes, let's build it together, right? So thank you so much, Miss Robin Coleman. If you hadn't seen the conversation that I had with Miss Coleman a couple of weeks ago, you need to check that out. It's here on LinkedIn, so just go back I don't know, I'm gonna say 2 weeks, and you'll see it was a conversation her and I had. I would recommend anyone take a listen to that because especially if you are passionate about hotels, or maybe you're not passionate and you want to see what passion looks like or sounds like when it comes to the hotel industry and someone that works there, someone that's entrenched with it. Um, Robin Coleman, rock star. Okay, so you guys need to take a listen to that conversation. It's dope as heck. It's dope. It's lit. It's all the above, right? So, but anyway, but thank you guys so much. I appreciate Aaron. I appreciate Robin for making comments. Please keep the comments and feedback coming. I do welcome it and appreciate it. So when I do these lives, I always come with an agenda. So it's just not me just talking about whatever, just talking about myself because it ain't about that, right? It's about maybe helping people, helping this community, and this community meaning people within hospitality, people that are in the hospitality space, or maybe people that are interested in it. They don't understand it, right? So people that book into the hospitality industry, like people that have meetings, or maybe they just want a little bit, they just want some questions answered about, how hotels operate, group, what's a group block, and how do I block a room, block a group of rooms, and what is considered a group, 10 rooms or more, just in case you wanted to know. So it's all about education. It's about all that stuff. But today I do have a little bit to talk about, and this is the thing. Okay, so I just got the phone with someone a little while ago, a dear friend of mine, known this young lady for years, right? And last week she had asked me to assist her with, finding some rooms for a group of hers. And of course, I'm always willing to help, right? So, but we got to keep in mind that every group, every group has their own different, what am I trying to say? Challenges, issues, if you will. A lot of the like personal groups are different than like, say if it's a social group, they can be different than a corporate group. Okay, so social meaning maybe they're coming for a family reunion or some type of a class reunion or a funeral or anything like that, right? Those are going to be different than like a corporate group, something that's planned, something that they're used to traveling and things like that. So you always got to take that stuff into consideration, right? Because not everybody that comes on a social group is a savvy traveler, or they know how to book, or they've actually booked before, or they know what a group block is and what the benefits of a group block. Some people don't even know that, right? So people will go on their own, they'll do their own thing. Believe me, I know from experience because I planned my own family reunion since 1992. Okay, I've planned it, and every year you're always going to get some people that will book outside of the block for whatever reason. Oh, well, because I'm military. I said, dude, it has nothing to do with that. Be military, that's fine, but this is the block, and it behooves you to block within the or to book your room within the block, because everybody benefits from the block. Everybody that is part of the block benefits from the block. They benefit from the rate. They benefit from maybe it included breakfast or whatever. Sometimes if you go outside the block and you book on your own, it doesn't include any of that stuff. So these are things I'm going to talk about today. So like I said, I get my inspiration from people that I talk to, from situations that I deal with. A lot of the stuff that I talk about has to do with my own experiences. Okay. So this is something I experienced just last week, right? So I said, you know what? Let me bring this to the masses because I'm not the only one that ever experienced this, or maybe I won't be the only one that will experience this. So, but anyway, benefits of a block of rooms, meaning the benefits of blocking a group of rooms for your so-called group, social group, business group, whatever. Okay, but I use social group as an example because, like I said, they require different things. There's different mentality that goes on with a family reunion versus a corporate group or an association group or a government group or educational group. There's just differences, okay? Because a lot of times, like I said, and I mentioned this a little while ago, you have more savvy travelers on some groups than you do in others. Is that good, bad? No, it doesn't matter. I mean, it is what it is, and it's good that you recognize that this group is this, and I expect these certain potential challenges with this group opposed to another group. That's just it. You just have to know that these things are going to come up, and sometimes you book it, and sometimes you don't. It's a crapshoot. You know, you go to Vegas, and sometimes you crap out. So anyway, what did Robin say? Booking within the block oftentimes secures a reservation. Yeah, but people don't get it, Robin. They don't all get it. You get it, but everybody doesn't get it. So anyway, let me jump into this. Benefits of a block of rooms. Now I had like 12 of these things, but I think I narrowed it down to about 8. So because I said, I ain't gonna bore everybody with all this stuff. Convenience. Okay, so I got a little, definition of what I mean by convenience. Convenience. Booking a block of rooms ensures that all members of your group can stay. Let me turn this around because this is not. Let me turn this around so I can see it. Come on now. Come on, iPad. Work with me, iPad. Okay. All right. Convenience. Okay. I got it now. Convenience. Booking a block of rooms ensures that all members of your group can stay together in close proximity, making it convenient for networking, socializing, and coordinating activities. So if you're going to a group, if you're going to a city for, let's just say it's a reunion or something, maybe a reunion or some type of social function, whatever. It's good that you're staying in the same place, because you can plan things together. Maybe you can, carpool. You can do all those things. Or maybe you have transportation picking you up. They don't have to come to one place opposed to, 5 different places to pick people up. So it's important that it's in close proximity. It's convenient for getting together, family, if it's all family or friends. It's good that, hey, I'm in room, 230. Oh, really? I'm in 250. Let's meet and let's talk, let's chat. Or let's go downstairs and have a drink together. All those things can be done if you stay in the same hotel. Now, if you're at one hotel at the airport and someone's in, Century City, well, that ain't gonna work. Okay. And sometimes people from that are outside of LA don't even know the proximity to, the airport to Century City, or the airport to downtown, the airport to the beach, to Santa Monica. All those things. They may not even be, cognizant of how much distance there is between different, areas of LA. I'm just using LA as an example because I'm from there, and LA is spread out. That's that's the knock on LA, right? Like people say, oh, LA is so big and this and that. Well, it's big from this totality, yeah, from all these different areas. But if you stay in one area, it ain't that big. Condense it, and LA is not a big city. Okay, now if you're trying to do everything, trying to go to all of these 5 points of interest, well, yeah, now you're going to be encountering a lot of traffic and all that, and all the other stuff that comes along with that. But if you condense, like, hey, I'm staying here. My business is near the airport. Well, this is where I'm staying. Okay, people are going to come here. They're going to pick me up. They're going to take me to where we need to go for this social event. Okay, LAX is more convenient. So there you go. I don't know why all of a sudden these people are calling me now. Okay, so convenience. Number 2. Guaranteed availability. A room block guarantees that a specific number of rooms will be available for your group, even during peak season or high demand periods. This eliminates the risk of rooms being sold out. So if you have a room block, okay, that takes, so let's just say it's 10 rooms. 10 rooms or more is considered a group, okay? So they will take 10 rooms out of inventory. So say if it's a 100-room hotel, now, if you take in 10 rooms for your group, that just made that 100-room hotel a 90-room hotel, because now 10 of those rooms are devoted to your group. Okay, so they take those out of inventory. They take those 10 rooms out, they pluck them out, and they put them in the Russell Hotels block. Okay, and that's only for the people that are booking under Russell Hotels. Okay, so they give me a link. The hotel gives a link. I send my link to the people that are coming. They book their own reservation. They make their own payment, and it takes rooms out of that block. Once that block is done, depleted, then the hotel say, hey, you've depleted your block. Do you want to, maybe if they do have more rooms available, I can add more rooms. I can take more rooms from the inventory, providing they still have rooms available. But it may be at a higher rate. It may not be at the same rate because there's no guarantee. Because remember this: hotel rooms are a commodity. Once they're gone, right? Once that day is over, they can't sell those rooms. Okay, they lose the money, so they're trying to make as much money as they can, right, on the rooms that they have available. So the hotel's job is to sell rooms. It's not to go down with rooms still available. So they have to sell those rooms, because if they don't, they lose the revenue. That's just it, right? A lot of people don't look at it like that. It's a commodity. So just remember that, okay? The next one. Special rates. Hotels often offer discounted rates for booking a block rooms, for booking a block of rooms. I can't even speak. Which can result in cost savings for your attendees compared to booking individual rooms at regular rates. Boom. Okay. So you're taking 10 rooms out of inventory, and a lot of times they give you a discounted rate off of that best available rate. So if you look, the best available rate is, say, $200. You may only pay, for the rooms, because it's a group block, $170, $175, somewhere around there. Okay. They're offering a discount because you're saying that, hey, on these particular days, I'm guaranteeing you that 10 rooms are going to come in for X amount of days. That's what you're doing. So when you're doing a group block, you're guaranteeing that the hotel is going to, they don't have to worry about those 10 rooms that are in the Russell of Hotels block. Okay. And that's what hotels want. Hotels want to guarantee that, okay, all I got to do is sell 90 rooms now. I don't have to sell the 100, because 10 of them Russell of Hotels is taking care of. So now I can just concentrate on the 90 rooms. Okay. So, and that's what hotels like. Okay. They're going to be paid for, and they will give you a discount based on that, based on the promise that you're going to book those rooms at said rate. Okay. That's the beauty of of group blocks. You get a special rate. Okay. So keep that stuff in mind when you're trying to rally the troops and say, hey, let's do a group block of rooms, opposed to you going on your own. Because if you go out on your own, you're going to have to pay, more. You're going to have to pay a higher rate. And sometimes what I try to do is negotiate a breakfast in the rate. Okay. Well, if you booked it on your own individually, you're not going to get those groups. You're not going to get the breakfast. Well, what about the points? You're not going to get the points either, right? Because normally that would come to the person that actually planned it. But sometimes I can set it up where, they get, points for their stay as well. So there you go. So there's added perks, if you will, if you go with the group block as well. So some people don't get it, but I'm here to, kind of educate you. Personalized service. Hotels are more likely to provide personalized service and amenities to groups that book a room block, enhancing the overall guest experience. So yeah, so if you're a group, everybody's not necessarily checking in at the same time, but it's a group, right? Sometimes they do special things for groups, right? Maybe they give you a discount. Maybe you all get free Wi-Fi. Maybe there's things that you can get that on an individual basis you would not get, right? So, maybe you get amenities, some type of amenities that they may put in your room. I don't know. There's certain things that you can get based on that particular hotel, based on that period of time or whatever. So always ask, if you're booking blocks of rooms, always ask, say, hey, I'm booking, 100 rooms tonight, for the next several nights. Do I get anything? Am I able to get any type of incentives for my groups? Oh yeah, we have a lot of things in the area. We give out 25% discounts on these different restaurants. You wouldn't get those individually. So there you go. So there's a lot of stuff that people just don't think about. They don't think about customized experience. What is that? Booking a block always. I can't even speak. No, I can't even read. Excuse me. Booking a block allows you to work with the hotel to tailor the accommodations to your group's specific needs and preferences. Okay, I'm booking 10 rooms, but out of those 10 rooms, I need 5 of them need to be kings, and 4 needs to be doubles, and I need 1 suite. Okay, so you can do that. I mean, you can do that individually too, but don't think that because you have a group block does not enable you to do those things. You just ask them, okay, these are the things that I need. I need, 5 of these types of room, 4 of this type of room, and then 1 suite. Okay, I mean, it's easy to do that. And sometimes you do it on a rooming list. Sometimes individuals can just things are so automated now that, especially with the big, the Hilton, Marriott, IHG, Hyatt, all of those, they'll send you a link. Once you have a group, they'll send you a link, and then you send that link to your individual people. They're able to make their reservation, because a lot of times, a lot of the social groups, they're not paid by one person. It doesn't go to the master. Although, well, now let me take that back. Even reunions, family reunions, the only thing that goes to the master are catering events, especially at least the ones that I plan. Okay. Now the guest rooms, that's up to each individual family member. Okay, so they pay their own, they make their own reservation, what room type they want. The rate's going to be the same, whatever the group rate is, and then they pay on their own. So they make the reservation, put their credit card down, done. And that's how a lot of reservations are made now. That the person that planned the group, I don't necessarily have to. I'm not putting out my credit card other than if I'm staying at the hotel, right? I may have to put it down initially to guarantee, because if you sign an agreement, the hotel, you're agreeing to that hotel that you're going to bring 10 rooms in there. Okay, so there is some responsibility to the person that booked the rooms, okay, that they want to make sure that these rooms are coming in. So just give us a credit card. As long as they pick up 80% of the rooms, that's fine. So 8 out of 10 rooms, that's all they care about. There you go. So it's all about customized experience. Okay, I'm almost done here. And this is still the Garland Hotel. This is actually outside on the patio now. Better group coordination. What does that mean? I don't even know if did I do that? Did I do that? Having your group stay in the same hotels make it easier to coordinate meetings, workshops, and social events, as everyone is in close proximity. I think I kind of touched on that already. But yeah, if everyone's staying in the same place, it's easier to plan things, easy to socialize, easy to meet somebody for a drink, easy to pick everybody up. Hey, I'm going to be, under the porte cochere at 3:00, so everybody needs to meet there. I mean, it's easy to coordinate all those things. And then I think this may be the last one. I'm not sure. No, it's not. Enhanced networking. Staying together in a block of rooms encourages networking, collaboration among group members, fostering a sense of community. Yeah, so getting everybody together is a sense of community. People are together. Maybe people that didn't talk to each other before, maybe they will. They're kind of forced to talk to each other. So it all makes sense, right? It makes sense to do the group thing. And then I think I have one more. Sense of togetherness. All this stuff is about kumbaya, obviously. Booking a block of rooms fosters a sense of unity and togetherness among group members, enhancing the overall experience of the event or trip. So yeah, I mean, if it's a social thing, that's what it's all about. If it's an association or a corporation, getting together, it does create synergy. It does create, an opportunity for, to be more cohesive, to be more collaborative or whatever. So, and those things are important because you want to make sure people book through the group, because a lot of times if you book individually, it's costing the company, if this is a company thing, it's costing the company more money because everyone's doing their own thing. Well, I booked through here, or I booked through there. Well, if everybody does it together, or one person books everything together, then you can at least, what am I trying to say, control the price, if you will. At least everyone's going to be paying the same thing. So it's important If you have groups come together, doesn't matter if it's a corporate group, doesn't matter if it's an association, educational group, leisure group, family reunion, come together for a funeral, whatever it is, it's okay to do a group thing, but everyone has to buy off on it. Corporate people don't have a choice, right? But when it comes to social groups, reunions, things like that, you want to get people on the same page. You want to communicate with them. A lot of times they start to panic because, well, I had to, and these are people that don't travel that often. They tend to start panicking because, well, first of all, it's something they've never done before, or maybe they don't do that often. I got to get an airline, I got to make my flight my flight reservation, which is huge. And then I got to get a hotel too. Well, they said they're going to get a hotel. Well, I don't know how much time. I can't wait. Some people will do their own thing. They'll go book through Expedia. And let me give you one thing. Okay. Take this one. Okay. Always book if you're booking online for a hotel. Say you're doing it online for a hotel, right? Or at a hotel. And it gives you options. It gives you that prepaid option. Never take the prepaid option. The prepaid option is going to be the cheapest rate, but it's going to have the most restrictions. Okay, meaning you cannot, oh, I want to change the date or I want to cancel it. You can't cancel at that point. Okay, they're already taking your money. It's prepaid, and it's, once you prepay it, that's it. You can't change anything. So don't do it. Go with the flexible choice. I think it's a flexible reservation, something like that. It gives you the flexibility to change when you want to change it, even to cancel up to I'm gonna say 24 hours before your stay. So you may have to pay a couple more dollars, but believe me, it's worth it. Unless you can guarantee that nothing is gonna happen, then go ahead and do the prepaid whatever. But I don't know many people that don't have things that happen in their lives. Okay, I've never done that, and I never will. So if it's $10 more for me to do the flexible, that's what I'm going to do. Because like I said, it gives me an opportunity to at least cancel if I have to. Because things can happen all the time. Things come up. You forget about stuff like, oh, shoot, I can't stay on that night because I have this. Well, let me just call up and let me just cancel the reservation. Well, if you did the prepayment, you can't do it. And you eat that cost, whatever that was, for the first night room and tax. Okay, for the first night room and tax. Okay, they will charge you for that. They may not charge you for the entire, say I was staying a week, they may not charge you for the whole week, but they're going to at least charge you for the first night's room and tax. But that can be over $200, right? These days, but don't do the flexible, don't do the prepayment. That's my advice. If you don't listen to anything else that I said, please listen to that one. So other than that, like I said, this is the Garland Hotel in NoHo, North Hollywood, California. Yeah, North Hollywood is its own city. Did you know Hollywood is not a city in LA? Hollywood is basically a district, an area, a neighborhood. It's 2 miles by 2 miles, 2.5 miles by 2.5 miles. That's what Hollywood is, right? So Hollywood is actually part of Los Angeles. North Hollywood is its own city. Just FYI, just like West Hollywood is its own city too. Own city, own mayor, city council, all that stuff, okay? So a lot of people don't even know that. They think that, Hollywood, I live in Hollywood. Well, yeah, Hollywood's an area. It's a district. It has its own zip code. Yeah, I understand that. But it's part of Los Angeles. Just a FYI. So I can't leave without doing my brand sponsors for a minute. This is the Level Hotel downtown LA. They offer that Russell of hotels rate. So if you're staying downtown LA, make it easy on yourself. Go stayinglevel.com, book direct, no matter where you're staying. Always make sure you book your hotel direct. And remember to use that flexible option. Don't book the prepayment because you're not going to be able to change anything. Just letting you know that from experience. I get people call me all the time. Hey, I booked this. They won't give me my money back. Well, what'd you do? Well, I booked the prepayment. Time out. NOD. Don't you guys listen? Why do they want to call you after the fact? You know what I mean? Anyway, but use that promo code ROH23. And these hotels are great because they're 1, 2, and 3 bedroom suites. 700 square feet is the smallest one. You go from 700 square feet for a 1 bedroom. I'm not sure the breakdown of 2 and 3 bedroom, but it goes from 700 square feet to 18,000 square feet for a 4 bedroom penthouse suite. Okay, so and anything in between there. They all have balconies, they all have washers and dryers, and they all have kitchens, full kitchens, like like your home, like your house. There you go. So anyway, that is it. Thank you guys so much. I do these lives, like I said, every single day, Monday through Friday. I try to do them around noon, hence the name Nooner. It's kind of a nooner. I don't know why I like saying that. But yeah, so and then on Tuesdays I have my own another show called On Air with Russell of Hotels, which is that live hospitality talk show. We talk more in detail about the good, the bad, the ugly of hospitality industry, all the ins and outs. Talk about the strike that's going on in LA that still hasn't been settled yet. And this is the hotel employee strike still going on, but it seems to be, can I say, it seems to be fizzling, not necessarily fizzling out, fizzling, whatever, what I'm trying to say. It just doesn't have the momentum like it did before. And maybe tomorrow I'll explain a little bit about that, because I've been hearing some information about that. So, but yeah, so I talk about hospitality. I talk about non-meat eats, which I don't eat meat. So I talk about some of the restaurants that I've gone, over the last week or last couple of days. I share that information with you as well. Not a lot, but just a little bit, just so you guys know, there's other options out there besides meat, but I'm okay with meat. Don't get me wrong. I just don't eat it. Okay. I started off, of course, I used to eat meat and all that stuff, but then I got into this non-meat eat stuff. So, that's what I call it now, non-meat eat. So, but other than that, I think that's about it. Yeah, Level Hotel. Make sure you book direct. No matter where you're staying, make sure you book direct, and always go with the flexible option, and you're gonna save some money. And yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I said, it's not the time for that. But thank you so much, Aaron Sutherland and Miss Robin Coleman. Appreciate you guys coming on. Anybody can make comments here. It's all about the engagement. Yeah, sometimes I ramble. Sometimes I, can get certain things out. Sometimes I mispronounce things, but that's okay because that's me, right? I don't have a problem with it. Okay, so just be you. When you're doing these things, always make sure that people know who you are, that people know what you do, that people know how you can help them. Okay, that's the bottom line. Okay, so those are things that I'm here to do. I'm here to help. I'm here to be a resource to anybody within the hospitality space, people that want to get in the space, maybe people want to get out, like, what are the options? I'm trying to get out of here. They don't understand the process, how it works. Maybe introduce, certain people to other people. I'm on LinkedIn a lot. So if people, see that so-and-so is linked to me or we're connected, I get a lot of calls like, hey, can you introduce me to this person? Can you introduce me to that person? Use LinkedIn to your advantage, especially when it comes to jobs and, career moves that you're trying to make. So if you're applying for a specific job, you want to find out who works for that hotel. Okay, who's the director of sales and marketing? Who's the general manager? Who's the director of front office? Whatever the case may be. Say you see a position that's open on Indeed.com. I'm just using that as an example. And you see that Russell works at this hotel, right? Okay. What you can do is you can see who else is linked to that particular hotel. You can just on LinkedIn, just in the space bar, type in that hotel. Okay, so anyone that has that hotel in their profile, it will come up. And that way you can see exactly who, okay, I'm hiring for, or I apply for this director of sales and marketing job, right? Well, I don't know. I need to know who the GM is. So you type in XYZ hotel in the space bar, it'll tell you anyone that's linked to that position or linked to that hotel, it will pop up. And a lot of times the GM will be there, right? So you look and say, oh, Bob Smith is the GM of this hotel. Maybe, and I see that Russell is connected to Bob Smith. Let me contact Russell. Maybe he can give me an intro to Bob Smith. See, that's how you get in and get these new jobs. You get these different jobs. It's not that you fill out these applications online, because a lot of times they go into a black hole and you never get anywhere. I get so many people calling me saying, "Hey, I applied to this job, but I never got any response." And you may not. So you have to know someone within these hotels in order to get jobs. I mean, that's just how it is. You have to use LinkedIn to your advantage. That's what it is. It's a resource tool. It's not just a vanity page where you just post everything that, I want to come on here and do a live. It does that, for me, yeah. But I also use it to see, who's moving to, this hotel to that hotel, who's there now, because I never know who's going to ask me. So it's important that I keep up, at least here in LA, I keep up who the director of sales and marketing, who the general manager at these particular hotels are, especially when I get notifications that there's an opening at these particular hotels. Like, there's an opening there again? So I'll look and see, okay, who's in that position? Is that person still there? Did they resign? And, I'll find out all kind of information about why that person's not there anymore. They just move on, whatever the case may be. That's how you should use LinkedIn when you're pairing that with the job that you're trying to find, or the career move that you're trying to make. It's not easy to find a new job, okay? But you have to know the players. And that way, when you do get the interview, you can intelligently talk about, "Oh, I saw that you used to work at so-and-so hotel prior to this hotel." And they're like, "Well, how do you know that?" Well, they only put that information out there, right? But the more information that you know, the better off you will be, especially when it comes to a job interview. So there you go. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but hopefully you got maybe a little bit of information that you can use for whatever reason. But if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. That's it. You guys have a great day. Once again, Russell Hotels doing these live check-ins, daily check-ins every day. So I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday. Peace.